Today I'm going to be comparing every single size Grogu Star Wars Funko Pop. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher and I'm going to be comparing all three sizes of the Grogu Star Wars Funko Pops. Not all of the Grogu Funko Pops, but just the main ones, the first Grogu Funko Pops, which were titled The Child, and we got three different sizes of him. So I'm going to be comparing all three of them, including this guy here, the 10-inch Grogu, or 10-inch The Child, which was released back when the first season of The Mandalorian came out. But we're going to start with the smallest one and the newest one. So this is the smallest of the Grogu Funko Pops, and this is the one that's based off of that big guy that I showed you, the 10-inch one. They did label it Grogu, but they did put the right number on it. So they did do the number 368 on the packaging there. They printed that on there. And they did do the packaging in the regular style box rather than the sideways box that you usually get the Grogus in. But very cool nonetheless. But this is the smallest one and the most recent Grogu Funko Pop that is in the original Grogu sculpt. So this is the outside packaging for this one. There's the back of the box there. And this is all 3D printed on acrylic, or not 3D printed, but just printed on the acrylic itself. And it looks very, very, very detailed for the packaging there. And then if we open this up, we can get a better look at him there. So there is Grogu there with his one hand out, his left hand out. And I just want to take a look because most of the Grogu Pops, or all the regular size Grogu Pops, have that little bit of sculpting detail in the fabric. And because he's so small, you don't really get that texture on his robes, but you do get the fluffiness sculpting there around the collar and stuff. So they did a really nice job on the details considering how small this guy is. But let's jump into the next guy. So the next one is the standard size Funko Pop, and he is also number 368. So this guy I don't have the box for, as I throw all my boxes out for Funko Pops. But this guy is number 368. As you see, he is the same pose as this guy here. So there's that guy, and he is the same pose there. So he's got the left hand out using the Force, and as I mentioned, the texture on his robes there, so that kind of cross pattern on the main part of his robe, and then the poofiness there, they sculpted that like to make it look fluffy around his collar and his cuffs there on his sleeves. So they did a really nice job on the details. They always do a really fantastic job on sculpting his robes for some reason, but I'm not complaining because it does a great job of making it look like he's actually wearing some fabric there, even though he is just a vinyl figure. So that is just fantastic. Can't complain about the OG Grogu. And he was also titled The Child when this one was released. So as I mentioned, he is number 368 in the series, as the other one was labeled. The Bitty Pop was, but they decided to name him Grogu for this version here. But they are exactly the same. So there's another look at the scale difference there. So the Bitty Pop is just a hair taller than the base on the normal Grogu there. So that's pretty insane how tiny this thing is. So let's move on to the biggest Grogu Funko Pop, which is the 10-inch Funko Pop. And I've never opened this one up. So let's open this one up and we'll take a look at it. Alright, and here is the 10-inch Grogu once again. And this thing is huge. This one is number 369. They numbered it 369 in the series. So the small one, this guy right here, was number 368. This one's 369. Same packaging as the rest of the Mandalorian Funko Pops. So there's the packaging. Here's the back of it. So this is how old it is, because it has the original wave of all of the first season Mandalorian Funko Pops on the back, which is crazy. But yeah, no, this thing has not been opened. There's still tape there. So let's open this thing up and get him outside of the box, and we'll compare him to the other two. And this guy's actually pretty heavy, but you can see he is the same sculpt as the regular Grogu there. So here's the regular Grogu. Here's the 10-inch, and you can see the scale difference on these guys. It's just pretty wild how big this one is compared to this one. But same details, like you got that same kind of cross pattern into the sculpt there, making it look like fabric, and then they sculpted the fluffy collar and the cuffs around there. He has the same hand, the left hand out using the force, and he is a bobblehead, but he's quite heavy. The base a little bit thinner than the regular Grogu Funko Pop, the regular size one. They made it a little bit thinner. It does say Star Wars on the base as well there, but that's the big 10-inch Grogu there. I'm going to be putting this guy back in the box, so I have a way of storing him right now. But let's compare him to the Bitty Pop, because the Bitty Pop is very, very tiny there. So there's a big 10-inch Grogu, and here's the Bitty Pop compared to him. So he's, again, like a little bit taller than the base of the 10-inch Pop, but it's crazy how tiny this one is, and crazy how big this one is. We haven't gotten an 18-inch Grogu yet. I don't know if they will do that one, but this is the smallest one here, and then this is the biggest one right here. So that is just crazy how we go from this size to this size, and then of course we have the regular size Grogu. That is the middle size. So those are the 3 size Grogu Star Wars Funko Pops. Let me know in the comments what you think of them and which ones you have and which one's your favorite. Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.